Trump lashed out in anger, accusing China of launching a surprise attack. But our country had already given prior notice before taking action. Trump insists on stirring up trouble for himself, and now there's only one path left. According to the Washington Post, Trump threatened to stop importing goods from China in front of a group of cabinet members at the White House. This statement sounds quite tough, but 90% of global rare earth processing relies on China's approval. In the United States, nearly 2,000 weapon systems rely on China's mineral resources. 88% of the military supply chains are connected to Chinese enterprises. In such a scenario, claiming to stop imports would essentially cut off one's own support, wouldn't it? The White House even dispatched an official to state that China announced the new regulations without prior notice, but the Chinese Ministry of Commerce specifically made its stance clear. The rare earth export control measures had been notified to relevant countries through normal channels long before this instance, and the assessment indicates their impact is very limited, primarily targeting military applications. Civilian compliance applications remain eligible for approval. The US disregarded the bilateral mechanism and later played the victim. Isn't that like a thief calling for a thief? China has also plugged the loopholes in transit trade this time. India was initially considering acting as an intermediary, importing rare earth minerals from China and reselling them to the US to profit from the price difference. As a result, China directly demanded that Indian companies sign end-user certificates, ensuring no re-export to the United States and stipulating that the products could only be used domestically in India. Those Indian companies also know when to bend and complied obediently. After all, everyone knows that without China's rare earth supply, India's own industrial chain would also suffer. This move of cutting off the very source of the problem completely extinguished the United States' desire to take a backdoor approach. Moreover, the current predicament of the United States is entirely of its own making. Just after the Sino-US talks concluded in Madrid last September, with all bitter words exchanged at the negotiating table, the US promptly added over a dozen Chinese tech companies to its export